had a real bad day. So much I want to say. I'll type away and rant until my fingers can't. It's social media meltdowns.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I was just practicing for wedding number 4. Welcome back to Social Media Meltdowns. I'm the creator of the show, Sean Polofsky, and you know what you're about to see, a bunch of comedians and variety artists performing other people's real social media posts, comments, and reviews from places like Yelp, Facebook, Twitter, Nextdoor, and more. So in honor of summer, I thought we would celebrate wedding season, so I found this little gem on Reddit. My now husband and I got married 1.5 years ago. We had 6 people on each side of the bridal party. This wedding took 3 full years to plan. Okay, hold up. 3 years? What was she, in a coma for 2? When I got engaged, most of the bridesmaids were very single, including Anna, the star of the story. Uh-oh, I'm sensing a little bit of a whatever happened to Baby Jane moment here. If you don't know the reference, look it up. I wanted to just give the 2 partner bridesmaids +1s. Anna seemed offended by this because my wedding was then years off and she was actually dating her now husband at the time, though it was totally casual. I eventually got pushed by my mother to give all of them +1s. Anna married that guy 4 months before my wedding at 2 months pregnant. She brought her new husband as her +1, who, by the way, I never met. She was hugely pregnant. Rude. Yeah, Anna, can't you just hide your baby like a good teenager would? And she didn't refrain from showing it off. Her pregnancy drew attention. It's in capital letters. Attention! She also has a vibrant personality and has a way of eclipsing everyone around her. Yeah, that's because she's preggers. Her husband is also very tall and incredibly attractive, which drew a lot of attention. All anyone spoke about of Anna was Anna's pregnancy and her attractive husband. Anna's friend ended up hooking up with my brother, outing him as gay. Yeah, I'm sure the bedazzled tuxedo probably gave that away. And it caused a huge scandal. I ended up leaving midway through the reception in tears and never attended the next morning's brunch. Another gay tragedy. Not attending brunch? I can't even look at these pictures without crying and desperately wanting to do a do-over. I'm not a bridezilla. Okay. You know when someone says, I'm not a bridezilla, they're a bridezilla. It felt like a celebration of Anna's marriage. I'm sorry, but I put so much planning and effort and money into this while that someone got pregnant without a thought, like wanting to start a family. She reaped the benefits. I honestly feel like Anna owes me a wedding and did all of this as revenge for me offending her years ago. Am I wrong? No. You're just an asshole.
Hi there, I am Jenny McNulty, and this is my very first social media meltdown. I'm very excited. And for your first one, I think it's important to start with something important, something deep, something, dare I say it, essential. So I've taken you to the house of the Lord, where this lady here got really upset at a Christmas Eve mass. I don't know what it's from, but she just randomly capitalized weird shit. So I shouted whatever she capitalized because she did not like this mass on Christmas Eve. Let me tell you that. But I sure as heck enjoyed her review. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks so much, Sean.
Finally, they say we're going to light the candles and sing.
They lit the candles for all of 65 seconds, literally. And they only sang Silent Night on the way out the door. And just a few bars, not even the whole song. In every language but English. Korean, German, Spanish. Not only did I not feel the presence of God or anything here, God is void here. It's a meat market and a hookup joint. Lots of flamboyant gay men and women and even people in drag. This church is trying way too hard for all the wrong reasons. It's astounding how bad this church is. We left church on Christmas Eve feeling terrible because we didn't even praise God. How sad is that?
So Sean said, Eric, will you do my thing? I said, yeah, what's your thing encapsulate? She said, the whole internet. 1-star review for an Italian restaurant. Now, thesis sentence. Caught me. 4 words. Right away. Holy sweet baby Jesus. Boom. Sweet baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. Holy sweet baby Jesus. This place sucks. You're only supposed to say sweet baby Jesus once a year. Christmas. Sweet baby exultate. Upon my last visit, I ordered a double cheese bean burrito. Okay, it's an Italian restaurant. Now I'm wondering who this guy is. I mean, blasphemy with... Okay, let's say you were walking down the street and you saw a nun. And you're like, oh, sweet baby Jesus, sweet Jesus, bye. I ordered a double cheese bean burrito, to which they rudely retorted. They were rude, so rude. They were rude. Sweet baby Jesus. They were rude. They rudely retorted that they are not a Mexican restaurant. The friggin' nerve of these clowns. These clowns! What is with these clowns? Take it easy. These clowns. Hey, take it easy. Pew, pew. No, his friends got a cannon. Run! I was forced to order Italian food. Who's going to force you to eat Italian food? Mussolini. You must eat it. Doesn't it sound like Little Muscles? Little Mussolini. Little Mussolini. Mussolini, il dictatore. Bad Mussolini was bad. Mussolini. I hate Italian food. Who hates Italian food? Probably this guy. Stop looking at me. Thanks. I hate Italian food. Granted, I could have walked 10 yards to a different establishment. So I'm thinking maybe it's not this Italian place. Maybe it's, Italiano, huh? And that would have prevented me from posting my totally unqualified opinions onto Yelp about this place. That's what he wrote. Instead of actually bringing me the food I ordered. The entire management staff walked over to my table and then he said, took turns farting in my face. Now, I'm a professional comedian. I don't do that kind of material. You don't even want to know what was going on in the men's restrooms here. What was going on in the men's restroom? Tammy, yeah, yours is next. How does she stand and do that? He said, let's just say it involved a rubber hose, a Minotaur, 4 golf balls, and an old man in a Justin Bieber t-shirt. A rubber hose, a Minotaur, 4 golf balls, and an old man in a Justin Bieber t-shirt. That's his review. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus.
I will be reading a review about the Ouija board. Please note this letter was written December 20th, 1918. Perhaps the first Yelp review ever written. William Fooled. Fooled is indeed the right name for your company. And just as there is a God, and there is, you will be fooled into the great beyond. You have sold your life, your soul, your all, to the demon of your invention, the Ouija board. I could, and I'm so tempted to do so, arrest you and make you pay for the things the devil of your board has done. Night and day the voice of the devil talked to me. I nearly died. No one knew what was the matter, and I would not believe the awful things or do the wicked things I was told to do, and if did, be rewarded beyond measure. I was told to do it, and I did. My hand flew over the Ouija board like lightning, and it told me that he was the devil. I heard my adopted daughter come in from her home. I was upstairs and thought they will find me dead. But a voice came and it said, "Go tell them, go tell them." And I had at last went down those long stairs, so cold, stiff, and weak I could hardly go. I told my husband and adopted daughter I hated them. I told all. They thought me insane. When the board they had set up by the side of the chair fell on my limb, I kicked it across the room and screamed and begged of them to burn it. My husband took it to the basement and found it to be a hard job to even smash the devilish thing with an axe, but he did burn it. I knew I had another board upstairs. They didn't. Soon as I could, I went upstairs and grabbed the other board. I threw it under the window into the backyard and silently went for the axe. Under the roam of our free American sky, and with the strength of a man, I smashed the board and took it into the basement, put it into the furnace. The price of 2 boards, the 3 weeks of being unable to work as an alteration woman at $12 per week, the fact that daily I grew worse and nearly died rest on you. A company called Fooled. Total $38.60. And remember this, if you never pay the bill, you will suffer the torments of the damned. If I should stand on the witness stand and tell all that the board has done to me, you would never do business again. Mrs. M.S. Bouton, 935 Bellevue Place, Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Hello, it's me, your leader, Donald Jesus Christ Trump. I know I look a little different. I took my makeup off. This is my real look. It's tremendous. I'm going to read a Twitter that I recently wrote so you can see that I'm awesome. Okay, the radical left was slow in reacting to the COVID-19 wrong. I was very fast, even doing the ban on China, long before anybody thought it was necessary. So they can kiss my ass.
Hi, my name's Amy Snowden. I'm from Louisiana, and my sister, she posts really weird stuff. The other day, she posted this really weird Facebook post. She was like, I don't know what my sister eats out there in California, but she talks about soy and kale and all this kind of vegan stuff, and I don't really get it. So I wrote them a song, right, dedicated to them, and it goes a little something like this. Ready? Hit it, band. I grew up in Allen Parish in Louisiana swampland. I couldn't afford to be a wife, so I became a comedian. Moved to Hollywood to get more fans. And then I looked around and I was like, hey, that's so much deceit. I realized people, they didn't eat meat. What the hell? Oh, holy damn. I'm gonna be who I am. I don't care what they say on the news. I got the squirrel gravy and the gumbo blues. I got the squirrel gravy and the gumbo blues. I got the squirrel gravy and the gumbo blues. I got the squirrel gravy and the gumbo blues. I got the squirrel gravy and the gumbo blues.
Thanks again for watching Social Media Meltdowns. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, like us, share with your friends. You can also follow us on Instagram at Social Media Meltdowns. Look below, there's a Patreon link. You can click on that to donate money to the performers and producers who work really hard to put this show together. Special shout out to SDLGTBN.com and SDPix.com. We'll see you next week. I gotta get out of this dress. It's too tight.
I've had a real bad day, so much I want to say. I'll type away and rant until my fingers can't. It's Social Media Meltdowns.